Hello and welcome to another video about OpenHistoricalMap. When I did the introductory video into OpenHistoricalMap, I said I would do a video about railways, and I'm going to tackle that today. So I'm again in Youghal, and the train station used to be down here. It is disused now, and I'm on OpenHistoricalMap. There's the lighthouse, and I am logged in, which is always a problem in OpenHistoricalMap. I don't know why that is. Please, somebody address that issue. And I'll click edit, and I have already chosen the British War Office map as a background layer to show you where the train station is. So it's down here, this blob, and you can see the tracks. This is very blurred, so I am gonna switch over to Esri to see the building a bit clearer and to be able to draw the outline of it. I think there used to be more building there. I'll just start with this here. Just some basics. It looks a bit like maybe these two parts are 1 story high and this in the middle is 2 stories high. I haven't been to the train station on Youghal, so I'm not sure. So this is the building, and I'll go to the OpenStreetMap wiki, and you'll find a lot of information about railway stations there, and I won't go into all of it. We'll just do the building. So building and then train underscore station is the tag, which we will use, and I can delete the area because a building is usually an area anyway. Train station, and then we are asked for the start date, and that's on Wikipedia. So I just typed in Youghal Railway, I think, and I came to this site, and it says here the station opened on the 21st of May 1860. So that's the start date. That's easy enough. So 1860 May, and I've already forgotten it. 21st. 1860, May 21st. The end date is not as straightforward because the passenger services were closed in 1963. I think that's the same year as the one in Abbeyleix. And then there's goods traffic still, so I'm not really sure what date to use. I'd say the latest, maybe 1982. August 30th, 1982. 1982, August 30th. The source is Wikipedia. And I can also add the Wikipedia link just in general. So Wikipedia EN. And then I can just use this here. So people, when they click on that building on the map, they can find more information about it. And I'll just click again on the British War Office map to see if this halfway matches what I've drawn. And I might have to add the other building. So just to see if I can find any more information about the buildings there, I've just gone to Wikimedia Commons and looked in the category Youghal Railway Station, and there's a nice picture here of that building that I've just drawn, and you can see that there are 2 different heights in those 2 buildings. Doesn't tell me much about the building on this side here, but I think it's probably this one here, which is a bit wider, and there's a turntable here, and that's also something you can map. It's probably gone by now, but there are a few still surviving in Ireland. I made a map of them last year for Mapvember. Yeah, so this is looking down into the river. So we have the turntable here. This is the building that I've just drawn, and there's no bridge. Sometimes you get a bridge, and then you have this, probably a goods shed. And this is the station building now. And again, further back, I don't know what this building is for. We might find it. And again, the railway station and another view of the station building. I'm getting very confused now. It's very difficult to find orientation when you haven't seen the buildings in the flesh. So we'll just go back here. So this is the building that was in the other picture, so we can draw that as well. Oops. I don't know if that's a signal box. I haven't a clue about railways, really. And I'll swap over to the British War Office map and try to figure out where the goods shed is. Goods storage. I'll just maybe roughly like this. Building shed. And we can maybe put name goods storage source British War Office map, and here source, oh, we already have one, British War Office map, and also Esri clarity. Having some trouble spelling today. So I don't know when this was demolished. If anyone knows who's into railways, please add that information. And this should probably also have a name, the railway station Youghal station. As I said, not very good spelling today. Let's see what more information we can find. The operator, I guess we could add that. It's not asking, but it's no harm. And then we could try and draw the actual track, and the tags are, and I have to look it up because I don't do that a lot, because unfortunately there are very few trains left in Ireland. This tag is used on relations which map the route of a railway line, so relations. I'll just start drawing here. It's the terminus, so let's start here and follow the British War Office map. There seem to be cottages down here, so we don't want to have the train going through that. I won't draw it all the way to Cork. The video would be too long. Quite a few bridges along here. Okay, that'll do. Actually, when you look here on the left hand side in the menu, you do get rails as a preset, so I will just click on, well, now we're in trouble, train track or disused railway. It is of course disused now, but I wanted to add the, yeah, well, I used the disused, the start date and the end date. So what was it, 1860 05 30, was it? Wasn't. 21st. And end date 1982 August 30th. And the tagging is, for name you use the name of the track, which is start point to end point. These are examples from, I don't know, Bavaria or Austria. So Youghal, Cork. I saw that somewhere here on the map. I thought, well, Cork, Youghal. I thought because we're starting in Youghal, maybe it made sense to start the name with that. Railway. License, source, British War Office map, and Wikipedia. And here we could, I guess, add the link to that, the Great Southern and Western Railway. So Wikipedia en : and that. Operator, did I do that already? No. I guess I should use was operator because it's not existing anymore. This is one of the life cycle tags that you can use, was amenity graveyard or something, if the graveyard isn't used anymore. You just put was : I could, let me see if I can find a bridge so I can show you how to use the relation. Kind of an obvious bridge. Where it says bridge, that would help. Or level crossing or something. Bog road crossing. So I'll just split these lines here. So we have 3 lines now. And we can make them part of a relation. Start with the first one. And we haven't created a parent relation, so we have to do that first. So if you click here, it offers you a new relation, and it is a route feature, and it is described here. And there's somewhere here is a train route. Start up here again, 1860 05 21, end date 1962 August 30th. Name Cork Youghal Railway. Source British. The spelling is really terrible today. British or Office Map. Wikipedia. Operator, I still have that in my clipboard. Network, I don't know, from Cork. I don't know if it was already called Cork Kent back then. To Youghal. Is there any way of finding out? Maybe not. What else? Is there anything else? No. Main, yeah. Let's go for main. And then the next bit here. This bit here seems to be a bridge. Yes. And then I click on the plus in the relations part, and I can now choose this relation and just add main. And then the same with this bit here. Just choose the relation that we have created. Main. And okay, I've gone back to the train station, and I'll just add the turntable here. I'm just going to check in one of the pictures again if I can figure out where it actually was. So it wasn't here. It's further back. Oh, this is probably it here. There's a little ring. I hope you can see that. So I'll just continue this there. And just click on that end point and hope that it has a turn table. No, I was hoping it had a preset. So I'll just look this up. Railway turntable, that makes sense, doesn't it? So I have to go back to and just highlight it as a point, and then railway turntable. End date, just gonna guess 1982. It might have existed for a bit longer. Again, if you are a railway enthusiast and you want to map Youghal, just go in and correct all my mistakes. I'm in no way an expert on railways and mapping of railways. I just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of how to do it. It's probably one of the areas we have least expertise. I hope you can forgive me in that. So that's all I'm going to do for now, because I haven't a clue really what I'm doing, and I hope you get something out of this now, and you can add to this railway line. I've done a few in the one from Kilkenny to somewhere. I'm not sure if I went all the way to Abbeyleix, if there was a direct connection even, but I've done a few bits around Abbeyleix and Kilkenny, and you can look that up on Open Historical Maps. And I will just save now what I have done. Railway, see, I've done that before. Station, railway line, etc. Source, and I'll just add them all again. British War Office Map, Esri, and Wikipedia. And upload that. And then refresh, and we'll have a look at what it looks like. And maybe do the little timeline thing. I have actually gone in again into the editing mode because I discovered that I used the wrong tag here. So instead of railway equals disused, because there's nothing there left now, as you can see on the Esri, and it's also on the Wikipedia article, which I have already closed. It says that the tracks were taken to Sligo at some point. So it's dismantled, it's just dirt tracks now. So that's what you use, railway equals dismantled, and that makes them just appear like this, like a dashed line. Yeah, and it's all the way from, according to Wikipedia, all the way from Middleton to Youghal. It has been dismantled. So if anyone wants to draw all the way to Middleton, go ahead and do that. And I've added a few more tracks here, judging from the pictures that I found on Wikimedia Commons, and also logic, like there had to be a track going through the goods storage, and then there was one closer to the train station, and the one leading up to the turntable. There's probably more of a connection here that I can't figure out from the British War Office map, because it's just too blurred. Because the turntable, well, I guess they just want to turn it around 180 degrees. But there might have been a connection here. Anyway, so I'll save this now and then see if it shows up on the map view. So there we are. I have refreshed a couple of times and waited a couple of minutes, and I have set the timeline to start at 1840 and to end in 1995. We're probably not going to wait the whole time. I might just fast forward for a bit. I don't know why this line is showing. It shouldn't be showing. Maybe it's because it's in a relation, or maybe I just tagged the dates wrong or something. So I'll just press play now, and then we should see something happening in 1860. And I have continued the railway line a little bit while I was waiting for this to load. There we are. There are all the buildings. And there could be more precision in this. Like I'm sure the dismantling could be the end date for the tracks rather than the closure of the line. And I have tried to reflect the fact that it was still used for goods for a while, and I think I've set this line here to end in 1963 when they closed it for passenger traffic. But then again, it says they used it for transporting people to a match or something later, so I'm not sure what the actual end date is. I'm sure there's someone out there who knows all this and has maybe even written a book about it. Please get in contact if you're out there. So I'm just gonna fast forward to it. So there it's gone now. In 1964, the passenger line is gone. And now the rest is gone apart from this one. I might have to check that. So that's all. Next time I'll do something I know more about, and that isn't too complicated. Trains are terribly complicated. So hopefully you can get something out of this. And I promise not to do any more videos about things I don't know anything about. Just watch my other videos where I am a bit more confident, and like and subscribe if you want to. And there's also the Facebook page, OSM for history buffs, and I'm always happy about new followers. It looks like I'm gonna hit 1,000. I never anticipated that ever, but that would be great, and it would be even greater if you all started mapping and not just like my page. And I'll see you in the next video, which will either be about creameries or mapping field names on OpenHistoricalMap. I haven't decided the order yet. But there's plenty more videos to watch that I have made so far. So have a good day and take care.